Okay. Hey guys, Angry Monkey here.
And Jackson Farrell from Hot Pile of Garbage.
That almost sounded painful.
It wasn't.
It was one of those, ow! Roar! So, anyway, we're playing
Jackson Farrell, Hot Pile of Garbage.
Time to take out the garbage instead of trash.
Yeah.
Because we're not trash.
Yes.
Anyway, we're playing some more 999, and we're in door 6, and Santa gave a tragic story about how his sister was killed 9 years ago.
He just said she was killed, right? No other details?
I don't think there were any other details. It was just she was killed 9 years ago.
Mysterious death of a sister.
Oh, did you want to do this room, or
you do it.
Okay.
Yeah, I was. What was I thinking between episodes? Oh, just about like scenarios like this, you know, on where there's this whole sort of puzzle, horror, mystery, suspense thing, where some psycho has set up some game and kidnapped people, and, like, you know, in the Saw movies or stuff like that. You know, it's like, I wonder if there have been any actual real-life cases of something like that going down, you know?
I'm sure. I mean, there are a lot of psychos out there. I'm sure something like that has happened. And so, but talking about movies and stuff like this, just this would actually be a legitimately scary movie if they do it right.
Yeah, you could make a horror anime out of it.
Yeah,
you know.
I mean, I'd love to see this as an anime, but I mean, just to see this story, I think that would be really cool. I'm missing the Lotus card. That's what I'm missing.
Did you know that Steins Gate was originally a visual novel, kind of like this?
I thought I showed you that.
Oh yes, so of course you knew. Yeah.
But viewers, did you know?
Yes. It's a good thing we're leaving this room to you, because clearly my memory is not up to the task.
I mean, I can't find the Lotus card unless it's up here.
There's only so many places you can look. Hopefully it's up here.
It's not down. It's not up here. So it's down here somewhere. Because I checked that bag, and I need to check for the old bag, but it's not in any of the bags. Get it?
Oh yes. Old bag is a term for an old person, because they're as worthless as a sack.
Yeah, I saw an episode of Cat Dog yesterday, and they were having a hotel out of their home, and Cat says, "Dog, grab those bags." So he grabs the old ladies. Not those bags, the other bags. Oh, Ace had it. Thank you, Ace.
Could have told that to us all along, Ace. Why were you holding out?
Okay, so anyway, I think Ace wanted us to do it, and June pisses, "You can do it," and so Ace is like, just then, Jubei heard a noise. He spun around just in time to see June collapse in front of the fence.
June, are you okay? Before we get too into this, and before we get, away from Steins Gate, I was, looking at the trailer and looking up some information on the game the other day, and it looks pretty good.
We might need to play that maybe after this one.
Yeah, maybe so.
Yeah, because in between recording 999, we've been watching Steins Gate, and we left on a really big cliffhanger, and we don't want to spoil that just in case you either haven't played the game or seen the show or whatever. But it was one of the. It was probably, in my opinion, that was probably the biggest cliffhanger in the whole series, and we kind of left it there.
And if you haven't watched Steins Gate, I highly recommend it. And I haven't even finished watching it yet, and I recommend it.
It's really good. It's really slow. The first few episodes are really slow, but once you get past the 8th episode or so, it gets really good and you get really hooked.
Yeah. Well, the first few episodes are funny enough to keep you going, even though they're sort of slice of lifey and.
Yeah. Okay, so Junpei.
Yes, we were playing a video game. I'm sorry, I gotta go check on her. You do the box thing, all right? Just put the cards in the boxes. I'm counting on you.
I'm counting on you, Ace. Can you do this one simple task?
Yeah.
Oh, gee, I don't know. This sounds pretty hard.
Yeah, counting numbers, boxes.
Yeah, just take all of our faces and put them with the numbers. You can do that, right?
Yeah, it's you're up to the challenge, right? It'll all add up in the end. Math.
Okay, so anyway, Junpei's gonna go check on June.
Are you all right? What happened?
Junpei called out to her as soon as he ran. As he arrived, June was climbing to her feet with Santa's help.
I'm sorry. I'm fine. I just tripped.
Don't give me that. Now's not the time.
But it's true. I tripped over a box.
Junpei put his palm on her forehead. Her temperature was much the same as it had been the last time he'd checked. She was hot. She wasn't hot like she was before, but she was warm. Her fever was completely gone.
That was an interesting trip. She was hot. She wasn't hot.
She was hot, but I mean, not literal hot. But man, was she good looking. Yeah, I saw her fall, man. I think she really did just trip on something, you know? Junpei would have been more willing to agree if June hadn't needed quite so much help standing up. Still, to fall down like that, I think she's probably still a little messed up. I mean, not as messed up as me, but she's pretty messed up. June was doing her best to busy herself brushing dust off her dress.
It's so nice of him to worry about me. He's so dreamy.
Her smile looked a little embarrassed and her face was a bit flushed. But she did a great deal better than she had. Still.
Alright, well, let's get out of here as fast as we can, so we can get you to a hospital.
Oh, I don't think it's anything that serious. I just need a little medicine and some sleep and I'll be fine.
Medicine, huh? Well, if we can get in touch with anyone outside, I'll bet Ace could swing that for us. For you easily.
Ace?
Ace?
Oh, sorry.
Why?
Huh? Don't you know? He's the president of a pharmaceutical company. Cradle Pharmaceutical is the name, I think. Their flagship product is an anesthetic called Soparil.
Soparil?
Junpei couldn't shake the feeling that he's heard about Soparil before. Santa continued. Soparil, man!
Soparil.
Soparil is an anesthetic that is gaseous at room temperature, similar to nitrous oxide. It takes only a few seconds to spread, and even a small amount is very effective. For these reasons, it found widespread acceptance with police and military forces in numerous countries. It was an effective crowd suppressant and room clearer, and is practical, ethical, and humane. Developed 6 years prior, it was made from the extracts of several different roots.
Like digital roots?
Ah. It became popular among almost as soon as it was made public, with many governments placing large orders. Demand for Soparil skyrocketed, and as it did, so did the stock of Cradle Pharmaceuticals.
Why do you know all this?
'Cause I'm smart, man. Santa's information was interesting, but Junpei couldn't help but feel a little suspicious. Santa's reply was blunt and simple. Can go for a blunt right now, man. I heard it from the old man himself.
From Ace? When?
By the number 4 door at the central stairway. When we were searching the second-class room. Remember how Snake, 7, and you went into door 5? I asked him what he did for a living, and he said he ran his own company. After that, we just started talking, and I guess it just came up, you know? Don't get all suspicious, man. You're making me paranoid, man.
Are you worried about something?
No, nothing.
As he spoke, Junpei looked over toward Ace. He seemed to be having difficulty with the 9 boxes.
What is he doing?
He turned back to June and Santa.
June, don't push yourself, all right?
Yes.
Santa, could you take care of her?
Sure. He gave them both a short nod, then turned and headed toward Ace.
All right, old man, what you got? What are you doing?
Ace's back was to him as Junpei approached. The older man turned around to look at him. His face was pale and covered in sweat.
What happened? Nothing. My vision has gotten rather blurry. I think perhaps because of fatigue. I can't see very well at the moment. What can't you see well? These pictures.
Ace held up the cards out to Junpei, splayed out in the shape of a fan.
I don't care to admit it, but I may be developing presbyopia. Growing old is a difficult thing.
He made the best attempt he could at a self-depreciating smile, but his face was flushed and his lips were pale and drawn.
At any rate, I'll leave the rest to you. I'm feeling awfully tired, so if you don't mind, I'd like to rest for a bit.
He shoved the cards into Junpei's hands and walked quickly away. Junpei looked at him quizzically. How could simply looking at cards have tired him out? Yeah, I guess Ace wasn't able to handle that one simple task of putting faces to numbers.
Yeah, I guess we'll just have to face it.
Ha!
For a second there, I thought he'd developed prosopagnosia. But, of course, then he wouldn't be able to recognize us, which he did, so...
Junpei looked down at the cards in his hands. All the pictures were quite clear, and each person easily recognizable. Was Ace's vision truly so bad? But if it wasn't, what had made him so uncomfortable?
Although he can see our body, but not in the pictures.
That was when Junpei remembered what he'd heard from Lotus much earlier.
Prosopagnosia! Well, put simply, it means a condition where the mind can't distinguish between human faces. In other words, my face would look the same as Clover's, or even yours. So they can't remember faces, which is how most people recognize each other. That means that people with prosopagnosia have trouble recognizing even people they're close to.
Oh good, she's done. Maybe.
Maybe she's done.
Maybe he's got prosopagnosia.
Junpei took another look at Ace. I'm still sad.
Sad Ace.
He sat at the base of the stairs looking quite depressed. It was reasonable, of course, that he felt that way. If he really did have prosopagnosia, there was no doubt it was a depressing and painful experience. Still, Junpei didn't feel like patting him on the shoulder and telling him everything will be alright. That would not help very much.
It would be bad.
It would, yeah. Something like that. Still, Junpei felt perhaps it was the best he kept Ace's condition to himself, at least for the time being.
Oh well.
Doing his best to clear his mind for the task at hand, he turned back toward the boxes. By using his hands. It was time to solve the puzzle of the 9 boxes! 9 cards with pictures and 9 boxes. Junpei stared at them for a moment and then began. Why do you need to stare at these? You don't have prosopagnosia. You know whose numbers go to each picture.
Oh, I was trying to remember the word for number in Greek. Number agnosia.
Number agnosia.
Can't tell 1 from 5.
Okay, so this is going to a major description of... Okay, so Ace's card went into box number 1, and then Snake's card went into box number 2. It's like, I don't think you need to specify that. After the first 2, it's like, okay, we get it.
Just detail how many times Junpei breathes between inserting each card.
Yeah, maybe he's kind of like me sometimes, where it's okay. So that's Ace, and that goes into one spot, and here is Snake, and that goes in the 2 spot. Maybe that's what he's doing. Maybe he's kind of thinking out loud, because I'm guilty of that.
Yeah.
I've done that when it came to picking orders. Okay, so I'm going to that location. Okay, so they want 10 pieces. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, now I just gotta scan the box. So
this game is very true to life, even the boring parts.
Although I hope it's not true to life that we wake up on a ship that's sinking in 9 hours because somebody kidnapped us and placed a bomb inside our stomachs. I hope that part of real life never happens.
Yeah.
That would be bad. Okay, so in each box there's a single pin. I think I can... Okay, good. Yeah, skip all this. Okay. So now...
With the 9 pins, we are prepared to poke them into control panels.
I gotta come down here. Okay. So now I gotta use digital roots to light all these up. Okay. Now it's to test my memory of digital roots. Okay. So we'll say 1... and 2, and 3, that would be 6. And if I were to do 4, 5, and 6, I think that will work. Oh. Did I just cancel each other out?
Maybe. 1, 2, 3 is 6. 4, 5, and 6 is 15. Which, yep.
I cancel each other out. Okay.
4, 5, and 7 maybe. That'll.
I was gonna do 5, 6, and 7, but 4, 5, 7 works too. Let's go ahead.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So then say 2, 3, and 4 would be... No, I don't want that one. Maybe 5.
Gets us 10, which is 1.
Okay, so we do need that one. And 1 and 4 and 6 would be 11, which will get us 2. Okay, so now...
3 we can get with just 3, 4, and 5.
Okay. Let's go ahead and do that. And then 4 we can do with... Oh, don't tell me. Let me figure this out.
Okay.
So if we were to do... Okay, let's go ahead and just put a 6 in there for...
just for fun.
Yeah. So 6 and 1 would be 7. Plus 7 would be... Oh, yeah. Okay, we can do that, and we'll get 5.
Okay, 8, 9, 1 will get us 8.
So 8, 9. And then to get 4 would be...
I don't think we can use 4. Oh, 4, 7, 2? No, 4, 7, 3.
4, 7, 3. Nope. Wow. That really hurt us.
Good work, Jackson Farrell.
Okay. So...
Well, 8, 9, 1 will get us 8, right?
Well, let's see what it gets us.
Oh, it gets us 9.
Yeah,
that
okay.
was my miscalculation.
Okay. But if we were, we could have done, say
7, 9, 1?
Yeah, 7, 9, 1.
Yeah.
But, okay, so I have a good feeling about 6 and 7. So that's
13.
And that would get us 4, but
we got to fill that last slot.
Well, hold on. That would get us 13 if we were to add 4. And then that would be 17. Yeah, okay.
All right.
So now we just need to do 4 and 5 again,
Yeah.
which...
We can 914 and 825.
914 and 825.
I rushed it again, didn't I?
Well, we got 5 lit up, so that's So, I mean, we're not making progress, but we're kind of making progress. Okay. How about we'll go ahead and use 9 because that cancels each other out, and 3 and 1, and that will get us 4.
Okay.
And if we were to do,
would 627 work?
Okay, well let's add this. Let's
yes,
add
yes. Check me on this. Absolutely. 2 and 7 is 9, plus 6 is 15.
That should work.
Which is 6.
So what would you say that was? That was 627. 627. Okay.
Woohoo!
Okay. F, you failed.
Yeah, I deserve that.
Okay, I know that 5 is the middle. I wrote this down.
The corners are the like crucial ones. We don't want a 9 in any of the corners, do we? We only want to have to use 9 twice rather than 3 times. Just because it's so big.
I remember 5 was the middle one.
Well, put I guess put 1 in one of the corners and we'll work it out from there.
Okay, so 1 and 5 is 6, and
does it have to?
It has to equal. Okay, what was?
A is 10, B is 11, C is 12, D is 13, 14, 15 is
So
F.
15. We need to have it equal 15. So if we were to do 9, okay, so that should work.
Huh.
And 1 and 8 would be 9.
Let's see. So we
No,
need 6.
Wait. Yeah. Okay.
But 8 and 9 is that already too big?
Yeah. So.
Oh, if 9 can't go in a corner, then neither can 1. You see?
Yeah. Okay. So maybe that.
All right.
And so maybe we can do 8 and what'd you say, 6? Or no,
8 plus 5 is 13, so 2.
Okay. And so say 4 and 6 and 7 and okay, that doesn't work. But I feel that we're close.
Yeah, what's wrong in this scenario?
Okay, so
683 is wrong at the top row.
Okay.
And 724.
What if we were to just swap them?
Well, then the top row gets larger and the bottom gets.
Okay. I mean, so far these seem to add up. You know what? I'm gonna just. Should I go ahead and just grab my cheat sheet?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna grab my cheat sheet. I still want to figure it out again, but I want to have the cheat sheet part of it.
sheet. Got to grab the cheat sheet and look at the cheat sheet.
Okay, so now I have everything written up here. So I know that 5 is definitely in the middle.
Okay.
Whereas 2 is a corner, and 6 is a corner.
Okay. So 8's got to be the opposite corner, correct?
Yeah, okay. And that means...
If you know that 6 is a corner, you can just stick it in one of those corners, right? Because of the symmetry of the board.
Okay, so... But would it go...
The symmetry of the board makes it the same. Well, the diagonal symmetry. Like it's... Either way, the 6 is going to be diagonal to the 5, and in the same line as the 2, and in the same other line as the 8.
Right, okay. So now it's just the other one
4 is in the corner there, necessarily because of the 6.
So, is 4 must be the other one?
Yeah.
Okay. And so now 9 probably has to go up here because those are very small numbers.
Yeah, we get 15 that way.
Okay. And so 9 and 5.
I was thinking 7 would in that slot. I'm glad I didn't say anything.
And then... Okay,
Yeah.
we got it. Sorry, viewers, that probably took a lot more time than you would have liked it to be.
Yeah, no thanks to our guest here either.
And, well, I guess I'll go ahead and solve this next little puzzle, and then we'll call it an episode, because this...
It's an episode.
Or do you think we should call it an episode here and solve the last puzzle, and then...
Well, you know how much more game is until the ending, and how long.
Well,
the ending
as
will take,
far as game goes, it's pretty much this last puzzle.
Let's solve the puzzle next episode.
Okay, so we're gonna catch you guys in the next episode, and we're gonna solve the puzzle. We're gonna push all the little blocks around. So we'll catch you guys in that next episode. And I apologize that this was potentially painful to watch.
Yes, but at least you got to see me shame myself. And it's now recorded and up on the internet for all to see.
Yay!
Mock me, viewers!
Ha ha! Yeah, viewers, put a ha ha and laugh and.
Yeah. Devastate me with your best insults.
But make them nice insults.
Yeah, kind insults, gentle insults.
Yeah,
We should-
just like one of those. You're a poop head or something like that.
Yeah.
Something that we could at least laugh about it. Not legit insults, because that's just mean. I'm not encouraging people to really go out and insult people for real. But if you want to throw out your best funny insults that everybody could genuinely laugh at, that'd be cool. So
In fact, say whatever you want in the comments. We can't control you.
well, I kind of can. I could either flag them or delete
That's
the
true.
comments or whatever.
Maybe we should end the episode now.
Goodbye.